Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Just sitting down now for a few, and I wanted to come on and speak to you guys today. First of all, I want to say happy Friday to you guys. Happy Friday. Oh, it's been a long week, a long day, everything, but I'm here. Didn't have a chance to look at myself before I got on. But anyway, I'm here, guys, and happy Friday to you. I hope you're doing well. This heat is starting again, another day of intense heat, like yesterday. But I'm here, as I stated yesterday that I would be here. I'm not on here long because I have to leave to return to work. But I wanted to stop by and encourage you guys and talk to you today in reference to the topic of discussion. And I have a little bit notes here today. Put love into your heart and never bitterness, because guys, life is full of problems and etc. and so forth. And sometimes it may be hard to enjoy your life because of obstacles, challenges, and toxicity, and etc. and so forth. And on this channel, I talk a lot about it. I talk about different experiences I've had with toxicity and drama and you name it, grief, pain, etc. We talk a lot about that here on this channel, specifically because I've gone through it and I share what I've done to get through it. It's not easy. And also, there may be some people out there who don't share and who don't communicate, who might be in a space of despair and depression and pain and grief, and they may not know how to lift themselves up out of that. So it's important that we have conversations about it because that's an outlet as well. Crying is another outlet, going to therapy to lift yourself up so that you can talk about it. Using these things as an outlet to release that pain so it doesn't stay stuck and stagnated within you. Because it can, besides causing health issues, it can cause you to be bitter and, just live a bitter life. And no one should be in that energy, you know? So, with that being said, I'm going to start off and saying this about this topic of discussion today. Remember, folks, that people and situations come into your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And I talk a lot about lessons, because we know all the rest. People and situations come into our life for a lesson. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the lifetime. I've been through all the other stuff, so I'm ready for the lifetime and I'm embracing new beginnings on this part of my journey, because I know what it is to be in a place of bitterness, to be angry all the time, to have an attitude, to just be pessimistic about things. I've gone through all of that a while ago. And now that I've grown, healed, and evolved, I can leave those things in the past. Because, like I said, I talk a lot about lessons here because sometimes, we need to learn lessons. And if we don't learn them, they repeat itself. So for me, I've learned plenty of lessons. I'm embracing the new. Um, Never allow bitterness to creep into your life. Because many of these unpleasant things that you may have gone through or may currently be going through are lessons. And these lessons are for you to learn so it can strengthen you, for you to find the warrior within you. It makes you strong. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. I promise you that, because I've gone through the worst and the most, and on and on. But as I turned to God and He helped me, and I made vows, as I talked about yesterday, my strength and my perseverance is no joke. I move forward. And I started because I started to research and stay in prayer, meditation, to understand that repeating lessons because the lessons wasn't learned before. And we all need to learn lessons so that we don't repeat past mistakes and situations with toxicity and et cetera and so forth. And that's what I take from that instead of bitterness and hate and etc. Because then I am lowering my vibration to stay in a place of toxicity, which I won't do. It's better for me to raise my vibrations, and to be in a place of love and light and help others to do the same and talk about my personal experiences and how I got through things. Because we can't change the hate and the ugly that's in the world today. Like I said, I always thought that I can help everybody if they just let me in and I do A, B, C, and D. No, I can't. And no, you can't, because a person has to want to change and make the changes and do the healing and do the work. But a lot of people don't want that. They want to stay in that energy. And not only that, you have people out there who don't want to do the hard work to achieve certain things in their life. They want it quick, like a microwave, and they don't want to do the work, or they want to take from somebody else who's done the work, you know? And these are things we need to look out for when we're dealing with other people and situations. And for me, when I see that, cut off, block, and delete. I have no tolerance for that. And I remember an ex who got married. I don't know how long ago, but this ex of mine got married. We were engaged a while back and it didn't work out. And I'm glad it didn't because of the toxicity. But I'm talking about this because this particular ex had a nerve to try to keep a claim on me, even though they got married, by saying that if I can't have you, nobody else will. And I laughed at that at first because it's twisted. It's beyond selfish and it's narcissistic. And no one has any claim on me. No one's controlling or manipulating anything in my life. Because remember, I made vows to God and I keep those vows. And as I come to Him with these things and transmute that toxicity and energy to Him, He's coming through all the time. I promise you, God's coming through. And I'm not talking like I'm crazy or whatever people think. I'm talking from real experiences, because no one has a right to try to manipulate somebody's life. And just because you messed up and you thought that person was going to allow you to come in and out of their life whenever you felt like it while you go and do other stuff, it's not happening. And at least I am today. I'm not putting up with anything. All I'm embracing is new beginnings. Raising my awareness and vibration, staying in meditation and prayer. And just making new friends and learning new things and helping other people. And like I said, if I can do these things, you can do it too. It's not easy. I had to bite, crawl, and persevere as I do, continuing to move forward, step by step, and never giving up. Because what is these things of toxicity going to bring you? It's not going to bring anything good. But people have an option, a choice, to stay in the light, or they can stay in the darkness with the toxicity and the drama and the negativity. I chose the light. And another thing I want to say about this is that what I don't understand is that a person, we don't like everybody that we come into contact with. But just because you don't like somebody doesn't give you the right to try to navigate some negativity in their life. I'm going to put it like that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to play God in somebody's life because you don't like how they look, how they speak, and you want to make them and manipulate and mold them into a negative stereotype, which is not going to happen because God is going to come on through. And like I said, and I talk like this because these are the things that I've gone through. And if people think I don't know, I know, but I deal with things differently because I'm always in meditation and in prayer with God. And I don't let toxicity and negative situations in my life. I take my time with everything that I do. Yesterday I talked about the situations of, you know, getting these emails and things from people, fake accounts, fake situations, all of this. It's like that show that comes on. I don't even know why I can't think of the name of it now. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's just trying to force people, play games of deception with other people, deceiving people, trying to, catfish. That's it. I knew it would come to me. It's just been a long day, guys. Catfishing people, making fake accounts, making people believe you're somebody that you're not. You see, let me tell you how I know these things. I'm going to just share a little bit of how I know, because I've been through this over 100 times. I can't, it's been so much to the point that I can recognize what it is. You can try to dress it up, and it's like putting lipstick on a pig and dressing it up and saying it's something else. I see right through it. That's why I don't respond. Phone calls from numbers I don't recognize. Pretty soon that will stop because my number will be changed to an unpublished number, you know. And if I don't respond, there's a reason for it. Like I said, I have no time for the toxicity or negativity. And if a person, what happens sometimes when people don't take you seriously and you sit and you establish or set boundaries, right? And you sit and you talk about those boundaries that you set, and there's a reason why you've set these boundaries, and you talk about it, and people need to respect that. And when they start hopping and jumping across your boundaries, then they're not respecting you as an individual, and I take that very seriously, because disrespect, I have no tolerance for it. We're not children in a playground, we're adults. And it should be open communication. It's a key factor. But when people just brush it aside when you tell them certain things, girl, sit down, shut up kind of attitude, I cut off, block, and delete. At that point, there is no more conversation. There's no need for it, because you're showing me who you are behind the mask, because your slip is showing. It's not showing, it's hanging down. And when people do this kind of stuff, I'm not going to engage in it, because it's going to be toxicity for me. And like I tell you guys, it's better as you start to heal, grow, and evolve in self care, self love. It's better to be at a place of peace and inner peace instead of being in pieces. Because people in that kind of energy want to see you broken down, busted, and disgusted. And I've been there for far too long, but God is raising me up. So if God is elevating me and blessing me and helping me as I put forth the effort, do the work, and as I self care, I'm not perfect, none of us are, but I do everything by going to God, making vows, and doing my part. As I do that, God does the rest, you know. And people, what are you going to do? What are you going to say to God about it? God does what He does. He's the source. I'm not religious, anything like that, but I love God and have a relationship with Him, and I turn to Him, especially with these things in my life, and He does the rest. But when somebody lost you because they messed up and they continue to mess up, and then they go out here and tell people lies about stuff that you never done, that you would never do because it's not part of who you are, then all I tell people, I don't even get into it. Look at the source and look at what's going on with the source, and look at the person in question that they're telling you these things about, and you will know what the truth is just by what I just said. And that's all that needs to be said. People, when you start to get to a place of learning lessons, growing, healing, going through the pain, using things, like crying and therapy and all these things as an outlet for the pain to go through. And as you start to get better, you feel better, you do better, then you start not only the self-care but the self-love. And when you love yourself, you don't have time for the drama, the negativity, and the pain, and people trying to keep you in a place of pain. So what I did is I forgave, because the forgiveness is for me so that I can move on. And I left these people where they were. And it doesn't matter who they are, what they are to me or whatever. Peace is better, and that's what I've learned from these lessons, that I had to let go instead of trying to hold on to people in situations that didn't care about me or how I felt or anything like that. And they wasn't expecting me to let go because I had been holding on so tight for far too long. But as I released it and gave it to God and started to work on me and do me, then it got better as time went on. It got better and better. It's not, and I'm grateful for the lessons, because those lessons strengthened me and made me who I am today. Otherwise, I would have still been in those toxic situations, whether it's family, whether it's relationship, friendship, personal or business situation. If something is not for your highest good and it's bringing more toxicity than anything else to your life, then you have to decide how you want to handle that. But for me, it's setting and establishing boundaries. And then if those are disrespect, it's time to close the door, cut off, block, and delete, because I have no tolerance for any of those things. And no one can force you. When I think about people, this is an ex who got married and still married, and you're worried about what I'm doing. That's craziness to me. I don't even have the words for that. Trying to contact me from fake numbers, fake accounts, I will never respond to it. All I'm going to do is delete them, block them. And of course, they make other fake accounts. And, just move on with your life, move on with, what you have. Better yet, go and heal these things that makes you feel broken inside. And as you heal, you grow and you evolve. I said that yesterday when I did the video about, so much better if a person can heal these hurts and pains instead of trying to make somebody else accountable for what they're feeling. It's time to look in the mirror, make your own self accountable, and then, start to heal those hurts so that you can be in a better place in life. It's so much better, people. It takes time. Nothing venture is nothing gain. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's necessary. I did the work. I'm still doing the work. I have good days and have days where I don't feel, grief, and I deal with it, but I deal with it differently than I did when it first started to happen. you know Find ways to improve your life so that you can have peace, and then bring people into your life who genuinely care about you, and you genuinely care about them, and people who are going to give an equal give and take in your life, not one-sidedness where you doing everything and they just there to take. And thing, why would I allow people to come and eat at my table from the past, when I went through so much hell and I was down to the ground, and there was not one of them that came there to support me? And I'm not talking financial, just give me emotional support, just be there. They wasn't willing to do that. So why would I allow these people to come back and eat and sit at my table? I wouldn't, when I've healed myself from those things. And as you grow and heal, you embrace new beginnings, you embrace your peace. That's what this is about. And you don't embrace bitterness, because some people get bitter from these experiences. But it's many of these experiences is for us to learn so that we can grow, evolve, and then we can be a blessing to somebody else, because someone else, as I said on the channel yesterday, might be going through these things that you've gone through already, and you can share with them how you got through it, and it may resonate with them, and they can apply it to their own situation and grow from it. So that is the message today, guys. I have to leave, and happy Friday. Take time out for yourself today. Do things that's going to uplift your spirit, put you in a good mood, and enjoy your weekend, guys. And I'll see you Monday. Thank you for supporting the channel and being here. I appreciate every one of you, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye now.